What's up, guys? I'm headed to Luna's Upholstery. I've got this vintage family heirloom old school chair that he's gonna redo for me, but he's also got an old Metro that he's done a ton of work to. He runs our Detroit steel wheels on it. I'm really excited to check that out.
Luna with Luna's Custom Upholstery. Steve was dropping off a vintage chair. Let's go check it out.
This was my dad's chair. I think it's from 50s, 60s era. He had it forever, and then when my brother and sister-in-law started having kids, she's rocked every one of my nieces and nephews in it. I'm like, hey, you still got that old chair? And she was like, I'm not gonna give that up. It's so sentimental. And I'm like, no, I wanna take it, I wanna redo it and have it as like an heirloom in my house.
Right.
I started looking at it, I'm like, who am I gonna have do this? And that's when I'm like, I'm call Luna, man, because there's no one's gonna take as good a care and have this chair looking like I want it besides you, so.
Definitely, yeah, we'll definitely get looking right. So we'll get you some new material, match up some material and see what we can find for you.
The only worn part is this.
Right, just the insert.
The insert, yeah.
Well, I think what we can do is we'll get you taken care of on the leather part. I mean, obviously, if we're gonna take all this apart, we gotta take this apart anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll just come back through and get you all new leather.
Dude.
Find the material that will work for you. That, oh man, that thing's dusty.
I know, right?
It's like drywall dust.
It is drywall dust.
So I'm guessing by the numbers on this, you're probably 71.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We're gonna do a new foam in it and get you taken care of that. And that way, once it goes back together, it's gonna last a very long time for you, so.
While I'm here, I want to see that Metro too.
Okay, cool. Let's go check it out.
This bumper's off of what?
49 Plymouth, 39 Ford headlights. We were working on a Willys at the time. We started building this and I love the angles of the headlights that kind of draw the shapes in.
But so this came with the straight six in it?
Six, yep. And then we ended up pulling that out. And then the LS3 motor, twin turbo is that? Twin 66s. It was a bit overkill. I think we're getting in the 200 horsepower range, but yeah, it was definitely a fun project, you know. I mean, and even coming back to your guys' wheels, you know, when we were building it, it's like we're building this milk truck and smooth.
It's so sick.
Came in and airbrushed and kind of blended the paint together and then resanded it and just tried to add some acid to the metal.
What's the grill off of?
The grill I actually made from scratch.
It's crazy, dude. Now everything that you've added, that it fits. It looks like it comes from the factory just like that.
Right.
What did you do to the roof?
We actually chopped 3.5 inches out of it, brought it down.
Shaped the drip rail off of it?
And yes, we did. And I ain't gonna lie, I'll tell you why we actually cut that down, because I have a 7-foot garage door on their side and I wanted it to go over there, and plus it just looks cool chopped, so.
Can you roll it this low?
Yes, yep, full roll.
That's from the old school mini truck days, isn't it?
Yeah, slam it down.
Yeah, you're like, I gotta be able to roll it, just airs right out.
Yep. Back in high school, I built my first mini truck. I was always a big fan of custom cars. I could not wait to get my license. When I got my license, I built my first truck. It was an S10.
Okay.
92 S10, extended cab.
Yeah, as much stuff as you can put in it. Do you have air ride on it?
We actually had hydraulics on it.
Nice.
That was when the hydraulics were a big situation.
Did you have the bed that came up?
And I didn't get that far.
So that truck that started everything.
Yeah, it started everything. You know, I was still in high school. I had painted it. One of my good friends had helped me paint it, taught me how to paint. And I bought some material. I ended up doing the interior in it. Took it up to a show in Saginaw and won Best Interior.
Nice.
And then from there on, everybody's like, hey, who did it? Who did it? I told them who did it, how much to do it, you know.
Yeah, you're like, I'm good at this,
yeah,
man.
I'll do it. I'll take it on,
do
you
this.
know. And with the car passion, I was like all geeked about it. I'm like ready to go, you know. So
Super passionate about that,
Yeah.
and we always talk about that. Is that's what drives people. It's not, you're not just slapping an interior in a car.
Right.
You're striving for perfection, and you want the stitches to be perfect. And when you see that and walk past somebody's car, you want to go, hey, I did that. I'm proud of that.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I try to do is make it perfect. I get the game plan, get the color scheme, what we want to do, and I build it like if it's mine. Like I built my first truck in high school. Every customer car, I build it like it's mine.
That was why, like, you were my first pick with that chair. I'm like, that's super sentimental to me, and I know that there's nobody that's going to handle that better than you. So I'm pretty pumped to see what you know, the finished product.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be sweet. Sounds good.
It's good to see you, man.
Yes, sir.
And I'm excited to see what you do with that chair.
Cool. I'll give you a call when it's done.
All right, man. Later.
Yep.